better when I wanna get better.
On my grind, it's 24/7. I don't settle. I demand my.
In a few months' time, snow will blanket the Great Peaks just to our west, but for now, summer still in full swing at Empower Field in Mile High. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Denver Broncos. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys ready to get this one going. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. And off we go from Denver. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Throwing is Hurts. He'll swing this out to Jenkins. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Hurts got his man complete over the middle. That's Rivera. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
And Watson has it right side. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. On the zone read, this is Jenkins. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
That's another Browns first down. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Browns first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Here's Hurts to throw. Setting up a screen for Jenkins. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Back to throw here. Touchdown, Browns! From 6 yards away. And the Browns are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead. And the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hernandez. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Love from the gun. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown complete. And he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
That's good for Broncos. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Love. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
44-yard line.
Off the play fake, Love. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Intended for Matt Bryant. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Love. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. On the ground, it's Judkins to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd down.
Hurts completing this one quickly. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Browns.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
A give up the middle. Judkins. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A A gain of 2 brings up third and less than a
Heavy
yard.
set out there on 3rd and 1. Oh, the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is going to have a Browns first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
A gain of 1 yard. First down.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And hauled in here by Rivera. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Rivera. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 7. And the Browns.
An inside run with Jenkins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
A gain of 14 yards. And the Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
The tackle made there by Drew Sanders.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Once again, Jenkins. And he stopped immediately there. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown,
free kick out of bounds.
I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Play action this time with Love. Got a man here, it's Bryant. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's good for our Broncos. First down.
On 1st down, it's Hernandez. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This will be caught by Brown. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's Love. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
First down. First and 10. That's an 18-yard line.
All that Drake, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap to pay your bills.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Hand off to Spears. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. They'll try the option on 1st and goal. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is picked up by the Browns.
I'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Browns.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
First down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Well, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick slant to Watson. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Browns. First down. 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. He finds his man, complete. That's Hernandez. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now a 2nd and 2. Love looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
That's good.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Bryant. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
At the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A flag comes in, it's incomplete, and I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Brings up 3rd down and 15.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Up the middle they go. Hernandez. And a pretty good burst there as he gets this across midfield and down to the 46. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
46-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick, but instead it's 3rd down.
Messenger on the coverage.
Throwing. Love. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. That's taken in by Watson. And they're able to to get this one across the 35.
And the Browns, first down. First and 10.
On first down, here's Judkins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 2.
They'll give it to Judkins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hurts. He finds his man complete. It's Rivera. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
First down, Cleveland.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And this is caught at the 8. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First and goal, Cleveland.
On the handoff, this is Judkins. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone.
A gain of 7.
And they'll run again. And this time he'll score. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead. And they'll move it up to the 40. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up first and 10 at the 40. To throw now. Here's Love. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Pickup brings up second and 2.
Again to Bryant, and again it's caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hernandez. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hernandez. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Love now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, You have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. And here's a give to Spears. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
That's another Broncos first down. First and 10.
Up the middle they go. Hernandez trying to run inside, but nothing there. Josh Hines-Allen there on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Off the play fake, Love. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now Love. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17 to 6. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll stay on the ground with Jenkins. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. But now he appears to be in some pain. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll swing this out to Sampson. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Love. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
1st and 10.
You cannot write these guys off just yet. Not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
From the 38 now. Here's 2nd down and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Love. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45.
That's good for a Broncos.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Hurts to throw. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
It's a gain of 3.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That third down conversion good for 23.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Browns first down.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, this drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Dylan Sampson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Love. And this is caught. It's Brown. And all the way home for a Broncos score. De'Ami Brown, 60 yards. And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it 24-13. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The Browns offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
At the Broncos' 18-yard line.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A 7-yard gain. And the Browns, 1st down. A gain of 7. 1st down, Browns.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to